All right, so welcome today. In today's upload, I haven't done live for a few days. I wasn't feeling super awesome. Um, yeah. Hey, hello, dancing. Привет. So, if you guys have any questions, or if there'll be any more questions happening while you're watching this after the stream, please don't be afraid to pop them in the comments. I like my comments and I like answering the questions. I hope you guys are well. We're looking down on Friday and weekend happening sooner than later. So fingers crossed it will happen sooner rather than later. I hope your week was beautiful and everything. All right, so today plan is to go through, maybe do a little push on Arena because we're getting close to the end of the season. So I think it's 2 days left. So we need to address that before we're gonna get pushed too far. So I need to check how many attacks I have. I stacked them for a couple of days / weeks, but we're gonna do it in a moment. Hey, dancing! If you're still with us, have a good evening, and have a good class right now. I'm not sure you're with us still because it's 7 past p.m. and but if you are, if you're still listening, have a good one. Guys, please let me know how's the quality of the video because I know that sometimes I'm not sure is it peak hours in YouTube or whatever the reason is, sometimes the quality drops. So I have a second device, and at the second device, in order to see the chat, all works fine for me, but if you have any problems, please let me know. Also, when you watch this, and if you wouldn't mind, please let me know about your top 3 favorite troops in the game. Because we have this ongoing conversation and it varies between Oni and Werewolf, and I personally love Berserker. I don't know, I have it for a long time and I'm just grown with this guy. Together we're like twins right now. I mean, I wish he... But yeah, let me know. I like Trickster as well, for example. That's one of my favorite characters. So I would say my top 3, it's Berserker, it's Trickster, and Elemental Witch. And the place for Elemental Witch is easy to replace by Winter Heart or the Freezing Heart, whatever the Winter Queen thingy freezing lady her name is. But I would love to have her because my Emirs will just then be killers. Just so you know what I'm talking about, she freezes, and if Emir is attacking frozen units, they have bonus like 50% to attack, something like that. It's crazy. Hey Jar, how are you? Emir and Oni, yeah, I feel you. What do you think? How long? I don't know how to pronounce your nickname. The person who wrote Emir and Oni. Chirkshi, Chirshi, or I'll pronounce it like in my country. Hrksi. Right. This is how it will sound if I read it in my own. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm getting better. I love doing my lives. For some reason, I'm getting in a really nice mode, you know, in the vibe and mood and everything. So I like that. Plus, weekend is coming, you know, and weekend is always good. Unfortunately, I don't party like I used to. Okay, so more like Slovakian kind of background. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. The reason why I ask you how long you're playing is because Emir used to be much more kind of badass, and they sort of nerfed him down a little bit some time ago, and I'm personally not really impressed with that, you know, but what can you do? He's still badass, and he still has this bonus to frozen units. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Hey Kevin, I'm good man, how are you? Guys, while you're here, let me know your top three characters in the game, or top two, or your favorite one. I'm just curious how you guys go. I like to. I started liking Assassin's modes as well. I developed them a few weeks ago, and they're just fun. They're not very convenient for very like strong setups, but they're fun to play on everything below that. Also, what do you think about the newest event, the Winter Challenge? We obviously know that the first few hours were very glitched and they fixed it fortunately very quickly, so that wasn't a problem. But how you find the gameplay? Yeah, Berserker is badass. I'm very privileged to have two, and you know, to have enough cards to be able to rank them to rank 11, and I think the second one is on rank 8. But yeah, he saved my skin so many times. It's not even funny. Well, Thundershot, man, that's a noble call. They're badass, I believe. I find them a little bit annoying that you have like a single unit for a very long time, and I think later when you get them, you can have, and when you ramp them, you can have two. I mean, two units per one troop you kind of use, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, the conductors have four or three, whatever, but it just multiplies. And Thundershots don't really, but they're badass to kill the backlines. I love it. And I don't think they should nerf Oni. He's actually quite easy to counter if you send a lot of troops, like if you use rats against him, or you know, Dakini, or anything with multiplies. It's not a single golem, for example. Using a single golem against him, it's quite silly because he dies with two shots. But if you send 5 rats at him and another rat bashing him, he won't go through those 5 little rats, you know. And Oni is actually, I like him because he's easy to counter, and it's annoying because I still don't have one. I still, like 2 days ago, I spent, I don't know, I think 25 summons for the top one, you know, for the offer, which every 2 weeks changes. And I still didn't get anything. I got so many rewards on that day, and I summoned, I think it was on the last video I uploaded, end of it. Whereas the title says the saddest rewards in the history of mankind. It just broke my chops for 2 days. I don't wanted to play this bloody game. This is crazy. And you know, I cannot have expectation because I'm a free-to-play player, right? So whatever I kind of earn, I should be happy with, right? But it's just ball breaking like nothing else. So I don't spend gems on summons anymore, ever. And it's not like I'm not complaining officially online, you know, for a couple of months about the situation. Nope, pure ignorance. That's it. All right. So what I'm doing right now, it's I'm clearing my revenge list because that's what I'm fishing for, the most amount of points I'm using to push through the ranks. But in the moment, I think we're still relatively low, so my attack list should be quite available. We'll check that in a second. And plan for later is to go through Chambers of Destiny and to maybe grind Magic Island a little bit. I'm popping troops there since morning today, so I think, yeah, tomorrow. Also, not sure have you guys noticed, but a couple of days ago I've posted a tier troop list for legendary troops, and I'm kind of waiting for any criticism. For now, I'm kind of spared of any nasty words, but if you guys find any way for me to improve that, please do so, because this is the first edition and I'm planning to do it in a couple of weeks / months, maybe, when I upgrade my legendaries and I'll have more experience and perhaps, you know, more troops on high ranks, so I'll physically have more knowledge about how they work on like round 15s and stuff like that. So I will be planning to redo it at some point. But I'm getting prepared right now to do this with epic troops. So it'll be really cool if, you know, if you can sort of give me some information about, for example, what your favorite epics are and why. Because I know what mine are, and mainly that information, you know, the clip will be based on my experiences, because I don't have any archives right now, which I'm sort of gathering other people, you know, information. But if you have something interesting to chip in, contribute your own cool experiences, please don't be afraid. The idea is to create something which we all can use and benefit from in the future, you know, or in the long term of playing the game. What did I come here for? Oh, I was going here for. All right, so I have 92 attacks. Very well with that. 500, 3 days. I think we're gonna wait one more day before I push a little bit higher, because right now I'm roughly oscillating around. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I will. I will do this. Alright, I'm not sure. I think something is to do here. Yeah. And there's nearly 3 hours to the next one. Right, so let me just very quickly burn this. Right, so while we're here, we might actually have a bit of silly fun involved, so it's not so boring and regular. What if we do? Well, conductor is good because he electrocutes, and electrocution means that there will be a bit of. Let me actually read the description for you. So I'm not, because we just recently discovered. I mean, I did. Where is this information hidden? But what he does, he prevents other troops from healing. So when they have verlifs, for example, the trees, units, he stops them from healing themselves if there are two, and then troops around. So I'm kind of picking on this concept recently. So yeah, so as you see, they get electrocute for a little bit, and then while they attack, they get electrocute additionally. Plus then he has this critical chance, and if you have few of those units, like I have double, which is 6 in total, they can create a massive damage. Sometimes in Chambers of Destiny I get additional 2, and it's just they fly like crazy. So that's why I use them, but I'm gonna replace them sometimes with rats and sometimes with hunters, depending what's the purpose. So if my opponent have a big backline, for example, with a lot of archers, and they are set in the range of hunters, I'll use them. If there are onis and strong hitters, but single ones, not the groups, I'll use rats. And for the werewolves and stuff like that, I'm gonna try to stop them with the conductors. Cool. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. I'm happy to, if I know something, I'm happy to share, and if I'm not, I'm happy to learn. So either way, it's a win-win situation. Yeah, that's how you say. I never lose. I either win or I'm learning. That's how it goes. There you go. It's a really nice motto, by the way, to have. If you don't have one, you can use this one. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so as you see developed models, when there's few of them, they can be quite painful with combining it with Trickster and Bloody Vampire Queen as well. It's just that I've noticed that combination, I mean, Vampire Queen against Trickster will beat her ass. They're very similar characters, I would say. I find them very similar, although I don't own Vampire Queen, but I had privilege to play with her a couple of times. She can be really, really annoying, same like Trickster. Trickster can clean your back nicely, or he can die very easily. It just depends how silly he gets. Okay, so we're done with that. We have 60. Okay, guys, I've recorded yesterday about, I think, hour or 2 hours of me trying to go through those. I've completed the epic stage straight away, but I'm stuck here because I simply don't have troops. So I have a bit of boxes. I'm gonna do it later. We're gonna try to see maybe today. I went through 35 and 36 yesterday, but I'm gonna try just once. Oh, that's, yeah. Yeah, you see, I physically have no need to go through that. That's rank 14. My top, it's rank 11. So I don't really have another concept. I spent some time yesterday already trying to go through that wall, but just show you. So this is what I came up with from everything what I could come up with. This setup, I think, was doing the most scratching. Let's see how they go. Air boss, listen, I'm gonna sound so no pro this game, but I don't spend game gems for summons anymore. I never spend it. I did spend trying to get Oni. I spent like 4Ks or 6Ks of gems. I got absolute bollocks. And then yesterday, 2 days ago, sorry, I've recorded it. It's on one the clip. If you go to my playlist and check the saddest rewards in the history, at the end of that movie, you're gonna see, I think in total around 30 or 40 summons by me. 40 maybe, I think it's too much, but I had definitely, there was definitely over 30 summons, and I got absolute rubbish rewards. So, and I spent the gems, I spent the chances. I don't, I wouldn't advise to you. What I would say to you, you're gonna get much more rewards from buying additional chances and energy, like arena tickets refill and premium battle pack, if you're active enough to burn this energy in arena and fight for high rank, because you can do it regardless of how strong you are. I completely missed what happened on the screen while I was focused to talk beautifully to you and answer the question. So we're gonna repeat that, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna pay attention and try to multitask to my best abilities. But coming back to what I was saying, I will always advise spending your gems for additional chances, because the boxes from wins you're gonna get and all the rewards for the additional energy you spent either in quest in adventure will give you much more rewards than one, maybe two legendaries per 2000 dims, or 1800 dims, which is just crazy expensive. So that's just my opinion. I know that people were spending. I can't bloody talk in English and explain the game and pay attention at the same time. How crazy. And I was looking at it. This is okay. Anyway, let's go. Let's go do something different. Maybe I get my stuff together and we'll come back here. Let's beat Tower of Fate a little, because yeah, I just wanna do it. Okay, we're playing with auto mode. I'm trying not to adjust anything. I just wanna see how the game sets up to see does this suggest at all a good setups, or they just suggest troops pushing them randomly and they're gonna die like silly? Because coming back to energy and gems, um, if you guys go through adventure, and especially on the beginning of your game here, that's the major sort of source for all the rewards and stuff. I feel like people underestimate adventure a lot. Let me just show you very quickly what mode I'm talking about. Right there. So when you're on the beginning, you're gonna be here, right? The whole idea is to open as many of those and push as far as you can. Doesn't matter 3, 4, 1 star. It's irrelevant. You wanna have 1 star and push it further, and then as you're gonna grow, you're gonna 3-star everything. But the amount of rewards you guys gonna get from here and here and here, it's unreal. Like I've waited for a month or 2 months to actually even start doing this, and then when I grew my army and I went through, I think, story stage very very quickly, it really overwhelmed me. It was like you have dozens of summons from the shards, you have lots of gems, it's plenty. So you really want to focus on this. I don't personally use these guys. It's crazy expensive there, so I rely on my resources here. That's what I get from there. And the trick is to have defense like that and then just avenge everything. You wanna keep up with your list, because if this fills up till here and you don't get those, you lose points. So if you wanna have low defense, you wanna be quite frequent in answering for the attacks. Sorry, guys. All right, what the plan was? Tower of Fate. Let's come back here. And I would say also, just recalling the beginning, don't sweat too much about towers initially for the first 2 months. I would say if you plan to play this game, if you like it, and you see yourself playing it for a couple of months, don't really sweat about Tower of Fate or Tower of Factions initially, because you simply won't have troops. So you can go both two ways. I mean, you can go a runaway, so you're sort of developing your first basic setup with a single tank and a healer or two and some troops behind to give you some attack and damage. But some people, I see that they go evenly, so they upgrade all the troops they have to level 10, to rank 5, then, level 80 and level 100, and they won't have a single troop on a high level. See, my multitasking is in beats today. Healer, yeah, right there. Let's put her right here. Why not? Yeah, also, and let's leave her just alone. That's a brilliant idea, game. Let's see how that goes for her. See. She's going to make it. She's a tough lady. Frozen heart. Made of cold ice. See, indestructible. It's like the Frost Queen. She's just water, not ice. What the hell I'm talking about? Jeez. Dude. Okay, that's quite smooth. You're gonna get some reward for this thing. Yes, Water Maiden versus Oni. Let's see how that goes for her. Oh, that must be a baby Oni. She didn't pop it. Hey, what a rescue. Barbarian, you're such a gentleman. Dude, both of you. The gentle twins, actually, we shall say. And don't worry about me, guys. I'm hilarious mode today. I'm enjoying the simple fact that my stomach is not in pain anymore. Had a bit of issues for a couple of weeks right now, and it's getting better. Okay, it looks like our Water Maiden is becoming slowly a tank in this group. This is fantastic. I like it. My wife will be proud of her watching it. She's at work right now. Oh, one more. There you go. Okay. Let's do it like that then. I'm such a smartass because it's 7-1, you know what I mean? So, but it's okay. If someone just joined us and watched this setup, they'll think that I'm a professional player. See? All good. And I'm gonna leave it like that, and when I come back to this and see this setup, that'll be a chuckle, I reckon. Let's quickly talk over this concept and forget that this happened. Okay, we're in Towers of Factions when those factions this month, are pretty cool. I'm not gonna attack with catapult, I'm not that crazy. But actually, yeah, I start beefing my catapults lately. I wanna see, because I feel like if you push them a little bit, they might be a little I'm sorry for that. They might be a little bit pain in ass. That's all, okay. Maybe even like this, so it's more even. How about that? And this goes out, and let's put those guys. I like those guys, but they babies. It's still 2-1, so that should be fine. I just want to see, does those catapults make any interesting damage? Defense against mold is not that bad. Because from the skills, if you read the catapult skills, and if you multiply that, I feel like that it can be quite significant. Let us check the battle report. Well, shall we take berserkers down to see what's going to happen? Oh, I don't have mushish. Mushroom mensch. Okay, we can use this guy and this guy. So they don't create much damage. Shall I be cocky like that? Why there is too many archers again? If this is no. Why I just did it? Did we? Is it? What? Okay. Another time I'm gonna try those guys then. Why would I bother? Sorry for that. I kind of I had better idea, you know. Our boss, man. The truth is, and I kind of make that statement in the last. If you watch the legendary tier troop list I've posted a couple of days ago, I kind of make that point, talking I think about bronze troops towards the end of the clip. The concept with that is that first of all, golems are bloody tough. I'll show you if you develop them. They kind of do I have any kind of I don't. See, I don't even bother to build a legendary tank because first of all, the amount of cards to build it up you have, it's not enough. So you wanna have a reliable source of cards to build that beast. You see the health. Now let me go through different characters just so. This, by the way, is divided by 3 characters. So per character they have 300k health. So these guys too. They're even weaker. But if you look on health, they're not really that good, you know. And golems, you have a single one with that amount of health. So if you add a Velef next to it, which heals like nothing better, Water Maiden, which is quite good healer, she's not as efficient as Velif. So you put those 2 characters together, they're epic and they're just killing us. Now, what you can do if you can spend and you have unlimited resources, you can build this guy up, you know, you can build this guy up for a defense and protection. You can get these guys. The problem is that they're legendary, so automatically upgrading them to high levels to get them to rank 10 plus will be much more expensive than doing that with epics and much more time consuming. So I would say that's the reason why everybody are using it, you know. So we use epics to defend and legendary to attack, if that makes sense, because then you have more variety between the attacks while you have a solid unpenetrable defense, right? By I don't know, 2 mushroomen or 2 golems, which both are epic. You put 2-3 guys behind to keep them going, and that's roughly what you need to do in order to go up to 600k guys. Over 600k you will need another cleric or water maiden to heal those 2 valleys because they're gonna get bashed by the much stronger attack coming from the enemies. And that's that. You have 3-4, you know, healers and you're sweet. I'll show you where I am. I have this guy, I have this guy, and I have this guy, and this guy. So I have 3 trees on rank 10. I have this lady, and I have those guys. No, those 2. So if I want to create an unpenetrable set, I'm absolutely able to because I just post all those healers with a couple of golems and my 2 barbarians, and I'll be able to last the whole round without, you know, being penetrable. I'm gonna do it this setup as soon as I get filled up and lose my attacks in order to stack up. So that'll be definitely recorded. So Stay in touch. Now I'll shut myself because I cannot focus and do two things together today. So let me just check what's up here. Alright, so we did that. I'm gonna go through Chambers of Destiny very quickly. If you guys have any questions, just please let me know. We're gonna use this lady today. Yeah, boss, it's all about the cash and money, and sorry, the time you can spend in the game. If you can spend a couple of hours a day, you will be able to grind enough resources and for summons to keep you going. It's quite fun. There is a clip called "How to Get More Legendary Troops" on my playlist as well. This is when I kind of talk about that there, how you can utilize your time as a free-to-play player. And if not, that's when the spending comes in. And I'm not sure, are you guys aware, but some people are spending crazy amount of money for gaming. And then you go against them and it's just, you don't know what happened. And they're like 2 times weaker than you in the power size. That's the adventure of spending if you know how it's done properly. Sorry, Chair, I missed that question. I'm playing a bit over 5 months. I would say I'm getting close to the 6 month mark. But again, if you check my movies in the playlist, the first movie, there's only if you check, I think I started playing about a month before I started making content, ish, or maybe there's some information there. I don't remember, but it won't be more than 6 months, definitely. All right, so the idea for Chambers of Destiny, if you haven't seen anything I've done before, it's to get a couple of strong hitters and rank them up. Ultimately, that's the whole point. And there are particular characters in the game which can give you massive advantage, like for example Oni, which he's a beast, and if you make them rank 13, 14, and give him one healer, he is practically unstoppable all the way through the floor 3 till the end reward. So your understanding of how to play this game will definitely come with the experience, and you want to check and figure out which characters are worth to upgrade and which aren't. As you see, as much as I get Oni and I have opportunity to rank him up, I'll do that. Otherwise, it'll be either a Berserker or Ymir for me. Sometimes I have fun. I think I've ranked up yesterday or 2 days ago on Chambers and Water Maiden to rank 14 or 15 to see how she goes, how she heals, and she's a beast, just so you know. So if you have two on rank 14, it will be very difficult to go through them. You just have to place them not in the same line, so one is ahead of the other, so they don't heal at the same time, if that makes sense. Yeah, let's take these guys. I feel like Holy Protector, this is relatively new character, can be quite badass on rank 10 plus, with developed skills and everything. I had them on Chambers of Destiny the same day they got out, and I had two units, and they practically defended everything behind them. Cool, mate. I'm happy that you came across at this stage of the game. I have a lot of, I hope, useful content and tips and tricks and all the ways and everything there. So, feel free to. Give me 1 second before I make a boo boo. So if we go here, we can rank only for 14, but if we go here, we might have something nice. Unless we rank up, skip the first box, and then get this box. But there'll be enough rank ups. Let's go for the troops. Yeah, so if you won't be able to find information you look for, just drop a comment in any movie, and as much as I can, I'll try to provide the info as soon as possible. Plus, we already have a couple of people, in the small community we're growing here, so they're answering questions as well. So just guys, don't be shy. Communicate. All right. There's a lot of healers just dropped in. There you go. Well, for healers at this stage, it's quite overkill, but yeah. Also, just a little footnote for all those guys who are with me right at this moment. In the current event, in the quests, the Winter Challenge, it's important how much health you have at the end of the battle, because you get bonus for it. Okay, so use additional healer, because you're gonna gain more points, which ultimately you're gonna end up on high level. And there you go, Holy Protector, rank 11. We're gonna see them in action in a moment. Yes, you get bonus for health, so just don't be just surviving. Try to gain as much health as you can from that battle. So the problem is also that the time of the battle is also bonus for it, so it cannot be too long. So you're gonna be smart about it. All right, we're gonna get rid of this guy and use this guys instead of this guy. This guy goes here. All right. So this is level 200, rank 11, Holy Protectors. And I think in order to utilize them to the max, we're gonna go for different setup. And I'm gonna take this guy. She's annoying. Well, you see, and he doesn't want to give me the opportunity to upgrade only higher. What a a-hole. Alright, let's go very quickly. Jesus. Good night, Char. Thanks, mate. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for visiting, and look forward to see you next time, mate. Interesting. So the shield the Holy Protector provides just doesn't defend. It just takes, I don't know, half of the attack, it seems. Ish. We should check the statistics, but so if I up, okay, I need to develop them then, and then they show. Yeah, 20%. That's another 20. Yeah, that's why. Okay, makes sense. So if we develop skills, the percentage will obviously go higher. But if you check, I mean, right now you can't see it, but with the fire throwers, you could see on electricians how much damage they get while there was a shield on, like right now. And the maiden was still able to heal them, while when the shield wasn't on, they just popped like mosquitoes. Interesting. You know, so what that you have troops on rank 12, 15 with level 200, and they all skills like 2 out of 5 and 3 out of 5. You've got to push those skills, guys. Such a difference. Yeah, no point. I wanted to add another cleric, but we have 4 healers, and it's just... We're secure. Yeah, look at that. Well, by adding Royal Guard to this, this is going to be a very difficult... Yeah, it's a crazy hard setup right now. And because that's the case, you don't laugh, you go to work. Okay, there's only rank 10, so he has a decent amount right now to punch with, which, as you can see, the top is losing. Oh no, okay, my healers are switched on, that's nice. Yeah, I think Onis are off the map right now, both. I don't think any of them did actually any significant damage in that match. I will check it. Oh, there's... My Oni survived, you see? You see? My did, I need one, bloody. Whoa, there's him. My mastiff gets stuck behind someone. Jeez, so he just hit like twice or 3 times. Same this one. Interesting. Yeah, there you go. There is a lot of going on there. Yeah, let's add bikini to that combination. Perfect. Just so there is just a few more people, you know. Why not? What else can we multiply? Alright, there's 4 healers. Yeah, I think this is a good call actually with this amount of troops we have. What if we actually spread them a little bit? Nah, let's keep it like this. Let's see what happens. Alright, nap time is over. Let's come back to the game. Nice. What do you reckon? Do we have enough time? Right, so I'm not sure have you noticed, but half of my troops wasn't active at all. So we need to address this. Well, I put them in silver because they quite unpredictable. Like you cannot really assume what they're gonna do. So there is a bit of like a risk involved in using them. That's why they're not gold. Like for example, you know exactly what Berserker will do or Oni, right? You know how to place them, how to utilize them. You cannot assume that the trickster, okay, you're gonna take particularly this and that troop in that order in order to plan a bigger strategy. This is the only reason why, in my opinion, they're not gold. Sometimes what's going to happen, you're gonna have few runs with trickster or with vampire queen when you're gonna kill it, and then at fourth or fifth round they're just gonna die in such a stupid way that you're just gonna be like, dude, seriously, you know. And the whole respect, love, appreciation, you know, sympathy, it just pops like a soap bubble. So that's why I like them though. I find them actually quite useful combined with ninja moles, because ninja moles sort of create like a little crowd which then they hide and slaughter. But yeah, that's why no gold though, because they just pop too quickly. In my humble opinion, of course. I have no problems with other people having their own opinions. That this one is mine. This one is mine though. Oh, there you go. Plus, you guys want to remember that it's not all about PvP here. There's a lot of nodes which you can utilize all of your troops. You know, ultimately, when you play for a couple of months and... Dude, come on, man. I think my game just froze. We'll see, or just that. What's going to happen is that depending how much cards the game will give you, you know, you will get to the point that you start maxing everything. Jesus, I'm such a goofball today with this. Where's the auto merge button, damn it? Where am I? 5. Alright, so that's done. I don't tend to attack for the first couple of days. It's still over 3 days of the event, so I'm just gonna merge my troops and, you know, keep doing that. I find this event super boring, and I don't remember last 2 times or 3 I actually completed it. It's just so much time consuming. Let's get out of there. Yeah, so you wanna put her behind healers, so when she gets to the front line she heals, then when she teleports she heals, and then when she comes back she heals back again. That's the unpredictability of those characters I was mentioning before. You cannot really rely on her, you know. Hey, another fishy. I just see one healer. That's quite not smart of me. Oh no, there's 2. Okay, that's not that bad. Or kill 2 bloody clerics. And my trickster is already with angels. Nope. He just went for a beer. He's back. Come on, trickster, do your magic, bro. And he's with angels now. It looks like. Yeah. See? 1 epic golem, 2 healers, and I can't do shit. I mean, I cannot do nothing, just in order not to say the S word. Alright, that's boring. So that fishy actually took my fishing rod and half of my boat. Thanks. Who's the sucker now? Hey? Alright. Let's summon those 2 victims before I get upset that I need to summon... yeah. Yeah, totally exciting. Thanks for that. Just waste of time. With the amount of summons you get a day if you're active, this is embarrassment. It's like, in my head, you know, the Game of Thrones, the concept of shame, shame, shame. That's what I hear when I get summons like that. That's the karma for the game creators. If you believe in energy, you know, that's a biggie. There's no positivity and kindness and appreciation sent to these guys. It's just we are so much far away from these strategies of marketing. What these guys are even thinking, seriously. But anyway, we all need to go through our lessons. They obviously still needs to learn theirs. Although, Zynga is like one of the first game apps out there, like, you know, the first troublemakers, to be frank. But you could think that they would learn from that. Well, it doesn't look like it. Arbos, and I'm gonna be with you honest, like I'm always honest with people who talk about it. I'm not the type of saving for someone's person here. This game, I'm on the verge of being annoyed with this game because of the way it rewards. Like I used to play, I play a lot of different games as well as a free-to-play player. I spend in another titles. I spend in games which I can appreciate and reward the creators because I have nothing to say, or there is something to say and they listen, and you see that there is a communication. These guys are doing whatever the hell they want. They pop out with glitches, stuff like that. They don't have tested, it's the quality of this product doesn't encourage me to save, to leave any money here. And the way they should look on free-to-play players, in order not to end up with, I don't know, 10 spenders and dead servers because they just gonna kill everybody else because you won't be able to reach them, so you're gonna dump this game. So some applications are smart and they reward free-to-play players very generously, and if you have money to spend, you can just go ridiculously stupid around it and build crazy character. But that makes sense for both. This game, if you don't have time for a couple of hours a day as a free-to-play player, you're not gonna go far. So, they obviously need to fall a couple of times before they bring this up now back again. It's so much money involved, and the moment they nerf something down, we don't feel it, but there is a group of people who responds with increased paying. So we all bitch and cry and go stupid around it, but they laugh because the money on their accounts are going crazy. I don't know why I'm coming back here without doing this. I'm gonna burn this energy and just move on with my life. So I don't really bother to save for 10 summons, I know I'm gonna get my troops anyway sooner or later, so I'm just taking my time with it. And if I have to get the focused all the time that I have these numbers on the side and calculate and stuff, it's too much effort for me. Idea of gaming for me is to be relaxing, entertaining, and challenging to the point that I don't stress around it. Alright, I think we're all done with all this. What can we do here? What can we do here? Alright, I'm gonna build my crab to level 200 because I use him in towers a lot, actually. I don't think currently, but in general, he's convenient there. Yeah, and at this stage, I think that's all it is. Alright guys, if you have any more questions, please leave them quickly, or I think I might wrap this stream down for today and perhaps see you tomorrow. I'm not sure, but potentially Saturday or Sunday I might do another live. Yeah, I think it's all done here. I'm gonna leave those boxes for a moment. Okay guys, in the meantime, thank you so much for spending this time with me and checking out my gameplay. And if you have any more questions happening in any future, just drop me a comment on any of my movies. I'll check it. I'm checking them out, so no problem with that. And yeah, I'm gonna wish you a lovely weekend and healthy and everything, because there's another interesting thing happening in the air. So stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Good night.